What's up guys, Just Ash here. So I'm very tired, like I feel absolutely exhausted recently, so I haven't filmed a video for this week yet. It's already Friday, I have to leave for work in like 2 hours, so we're gonna do a get ready with me and I'm gonna show you guys my updated skincare because I did a skincare video not too long ago, but I've since changed some of my products. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. The first step in my skincare is I have to get my hair out of my face. So I'm about to look real silly for a bit. So the first product that I'm using today is actually something that I used in my last skincare video as well. It's my Chamomile Sumptuous Cleansing Butter to remove my makeup. Now, I don't usually use this in the morning when I'm getting ready. I usually use it at night when I take my makeup off. But I was a bit naughty last night and I didn't take my makeup off properly before I went to bed. I just rinsed it off with some water. So I kind of want to make sure that my face is actually clean before I put any more makeup on, just because otherwise I will break out. So I'll just take a little bit of this and pop it on with my hands. This is an oil cleanser as well, so it's really good at just like eating up makeup. It does such a good job and it's really great for sensitive skin as well. So if you do have quite sensitive skin but you need something to take your makeup off, I do highly recommend this one. Ugh. So yeah, I didn't take my makeup off properly before I went to bed last night because I was just so tired. But, I mean, it's alright to skip skincare every now and then and have a cheat day. I know there are like a million YouTubers out there that will tell you, no, you have to do a 15-step skincare routine in the morning and the evening every day or else your skin's gonna be really bad. But realistically, if every once in a while you just don't feel like doing a full skincare routine, you'll be fine. Like, sure, your skin might look a bit dull the next day, but it won't take too long to recover. Right, and we're just going to take a clean flannel and wipe this off. There we go. So the next product that I am using is my Seaweed Deep Cleansing Gel Wash, which I also used in my other video. I promise this is an updated skincare routine. I do have some new products here that I'm going to talk about, but right now I really like this one, so I haven't changed it. I do need some water though. I'm just going to go and visit the sink. I'll be right back. Ugh, there we go. So again, I'm just going to use my hands to do this. In my old skincare video, I was using like cotton pads, but I find that if you do that, you end up just wasting so much product and it doesn't last as long. So instead, I'm just using my hands to just rub all the grossness out. Now obviously I don't normally do my skincare routine in my living room where I film, because it's kind of gross, but it's really the only place where I can fit my entire setup. However, I am actually sat on the floor today, and it's been a hot minute since I sat on the floor to do a video, and the main reason for that is I was just feeling too lazy to actually like set my full setup up, so instead I've just got a camera and a light rather than like my full desk and the 2 lights. I'm also using what little natural light we have in England at the moment because it's really dingy. So if you can see like this stripe, if that goes away, that's because the sun has gone behind a cloud. So yeah. England's weather has been kind of trash recently as well. Like, it's rained a lot. Ugh. Ugh, gross. Okay, so that is the cleansing done. Now, at this point, sometimes I like to use an acid exfoliator because the exfoliator that I was using before was like a scrub and it would really irritate my skin, whereas an acid exfoliator doesn't do that. However, I'm not using my acid exfoliator today because I used it yesterday, and if I use it too much, it does tend to make me break out. I think that is the problem I had with my previous skincare routine because I was doing all this skincare and I was still breaking out all along here and like on my chin and all up here. And I think it's because my skincare routine from before wasn't like perfect, whereas this one, I've been doing this one for like a couple of months now and I've not broken out properly in that length of time, which I think is really great. So we're going to skip the exfoliator for now. The one I use it's from Superdrug. It's like the Be brand. I don't really know what it's called. It's like Be Beautiful or whatever. It's really good. It doesn't irritate my skin. It's nice and gentle. But for now, we're just going to use some toner. This is another Body Shop product. It is the Body Shop British Rose Toner, which again, I think I used in my previous video. And I'm just going to pat this gently on my face. Okay, so while this absorbs in, let me tell you why I have been so tired recently. Basically, I've been so tired recently because I've been working so hard on just various different things. So obviously I have a regular person job. I don't earn any money from YouTube whatsoever. So I do my regular person job. I'm in the process of trying to write a novel and do NaNoWriMo. So that's where you write a full 50,000 word novel in 30 days, 31 days? 30 days, because it's November. So I'm trying to do that. I've just started learning how to code for a super secret project. I have another super secret project coming up. I'm back in education. I'm studying an English literature and creative writing degree through the Open University. And on top of all of this, I'm trying to have a social life as well. So yeah, it's exhausting. I don't understand how people do it. I am just tired all the time. So now that the toner has soaked in, I'm actually going to do a sheet mask. I don't tend to do sheet masks in the morning if I do them at all, because I had a really bad experience with a few sheet masks. I was doing them like 3 times a week and it was overhydrating my skin, and my skin just felt like gooey constantly. It was just constantly like heavy and greasy and gross. But this sheet mask I've got, it is the Jinju Beauty sheet mask. It's an egg white sheet mask for extra glow, because I don't know if you can tell on camera. You probably can now the sun's gone away, but my skin is dull. Like, it looks as tired as I feel. So we're gonna do a sheet mask as well as a little treat for my skin, because it has actually been a hot minute since I've done a sheet mask. Oh, this one looks really thick. Thick with 3 C's. Like, it's not an essence, it's like a cream. Ooh. Okay. The sun has well and truly gone away, so I apologise for the drastic change in lighting. It might rain. It wouldn't surprise me if it's gonna rain. Okay. So, let's get this... It's upside down. Let's get this bad boy on my face. Hopefully it will brighten my skin up nicely. Boo, I'm a ghost. So, you're not really supposed to talk with a sheet mask on because you can wrinkle it, but that would make for a really boring video. How long do I have to leave this on for? Okay, 10 minutes. So yeah, I watched the TXT concept trailer for the upcoming album they're doing, the Dream Chapter Magic. It looks really cool. I've been waiting for a TXT comeback for like ever, because I actually really enjoyed their first, like their debut. I really liked their music. And I'm really glad they're getting a comeback. I feel so sorry for them because their comeback was pushed back a couple of times because they were injured and then they got sick. So it's really nice that they're getting a comeback. Okay, that's 10 minutes. Let's get this off. Hopefully my skin will look brighter. Yeah. Okay. I think my skin does look glowier and brighter. Obviously there's still like loads of excess essence on my face, so I'm just gonna rub that in and see where we go from there. My skin does feel really soft though. Like, in my previous skincare routine, my skin felt like there was loads of spots under the surface. Like, they hadn't come to a head and they weren't like blemishes, but I could feel them growing. It was really gross. But now my skin feels like smooth and there's no bumps. It's really nice. Anyway, I'm not doing anything by trying to rub this in. So I'm just going to dab the excess essence or like goo off of my face. Which is also something I wasn't doing last time in my previous skincare routine when I was like doing sheet masks 2 or 3 times a week. I was just rubbing all of this excess essence into my skin and it really was just like weighing my skin down. I was also rubbing at my skin a lot. Like rather than patting products into my skin, I was doing the typical like man thing of just like scrubbing my face and then like really rubbing in all of my toner, all of my moisturizer. So my skin was probably really irritated anyway, and then I was just making it even worse. So let's whack some moisturizer on there. This is the same moisturizer that I used in my other skincare routine as well. It's my Vitamin E Gel Moisture Cream. I'm just going to change the name of this video. This isn't going to be an updated skincare routine anymore. It's just going to be a get ready with me because it's really not updated at all, and I think the only product I've actually changed is the one I didn't show you because it's my exfoliator. Oopsie. What is that? That's some of the tissue that I used. Oops. I'm so gross. Then we have my eye cream, which is my Vitamin E Ice Cube. It really does look like, I'm sat right in front of my window, and it really does look like it is about to absolutely chuck it down. And I have to go to work later. And I'm wearing jeans, which kind of sucks because I find that if you wear jeans, they stay wet all day and are really uncomfortable. Whereas if you wear like tights, oh gosh. Whereas if you wear like tights or leggings, then they kind of dry a bit faster, but also it's really cold. Like, there's no winning when you live in England. It's either too hot to wear anything or it's too cold and rainy to be comfortable. It's ridiculous. And then we're going to finish off the moisturizing step with some lip balm. And I try to wear lip balm every day because I have a really bad habit of like chewing on my lips, which makes them really dry and just thirsty. So I do try and wear lip balm every day. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm actually really bad at doing the things I say I'm gonna do. Am I in focus? I can't tell if I'm in focus because I'm not wearing my glasses and everything looks a bit blurry anyway. But okay, so we have one final step for skincare, and this is actually a new product. I didn't use this in my previous skincare video because it's SPF, it's sunscreen. I'm using the Body Shop Vitamin C Glow Protection Lotion. It is SPF 30 and then PA triple plus or 3+, whatever that means. The reason why I chose this one is I find sunscreen is usually like really heavy and greasy on my skin. I hate wearing it because it just feels like my skin is so oily. This one, on the other hand, has quite a light formula. It absorbs quite fast. And because it has vitamin C in it, it's actually really good at brightening like hyperpigmentation. So I don't know if you can see very well on camera, I have a lot of dark spots on my face from where I've picked my spots. Don't pick your spots, kids, or you'll look like me. But using this sunscreen really helps to even your skin tone and like brighten up the dark spots. It does nothing for my dark circles. They are just going to be there permanently. But other than that, it also gives you a really nice, like, healthy, natural glow, which I'm trying to go for more now. Because I found that wearing a full face of really matte makeup actually makes me look older than I am, which I kind of don't want anymore. I used to want to look a lot older than I was, but now I kind of want to look my age. I want to look 23, so yeah. I mean, some of you out there will still think I look like a 12-year-old, and sometimes I still think I look like a 12-year-old as well, so yeah. It's nice to have a young face, but sometimes I just don't want to be ID'd for cold medicine. And those times are when I have a really bad cold and I want to buy some cold medicine. Anyway, the reason why I've actually added some SPF to my skincare routine is the fact that you're supposed to wear it every day anyway. But since I started using an acid exfoliator, it makes your skin really sensitive to the sun. So if you're using an acid exfoliator or like an acid-based toner or putting acid on your face at all, you really should be wearing SPF properly every day, because otherwise you're gonna burn. And that is the end of the skincare portion of this video. We're gonna move on to makeup next. I'm gonna try and make this face look socially acceptable to go outside. So what am I gonna do first? It's the same makeup I wear every day. We're doing a really like basic, natural, everyday makeup today because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to do anything else. So we're starting off with primer. This is a silicone-based primer because I have massive pores on my face. So I'm just going to whack this in there. It's actually the Eliza Vecca Skin Layer Primer that I got in my YesStyle haul. So it's lasted a really long time. I do need to replace it. It is running out. I'm like squeezing the very end of it just to get the very last few drops out. But it's okay because it's really good. So the next time I do an order from YesStyle, I'll definitely be getting that one again. And then we're going to do foundation. I actually do my foundation really differently now. Rather than put a really thick layer of foundation all over my face and then blend, I actually take a cotton bud and just kind of put it on places that need a little bit more coverage and then blend it out. And I tend to focus more on the center of my face as well because I want a more natural, dewy finish rather than like a really matte finish. I should probably do this in a mirror and not my camera viewfinder. And then I'm just going to take a sponge. I actually got this out of Primark, of all places, and it's pretty good. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like Beauty Blender levels of good because I paid like £1 for it, but it's really soft. It gets really big when you add water to it, so this one's okay. And again, we're not going for like full coverage here. We're just going for like evening out my skin tone. Let my natural glow come through. That was cringe. I don't know why I said that. And wearing a sheer foundation like this is actually better for my skin because I find if I wear a really heavy matte foundation or like a full coverage foundation all over my skin, then I tend to break out more because it clogs my pores. Even if I remove it properly, it still like breaks me out. Whereas wearing a sheer foundation blended over my skin is much nicer. It lets my skin breathe more. It really doesn't look any different on camera. I'm convinced it's just because the lighting in here is terrible because the sun has gone away. So next up is concealer. This is the same tip concealer. Again, I got this from YesStyle, and I'm just gonna pop it right here and a little bit down there, and then we're gonna blend. I'm not one of those people that does like that colors in a full triangle and then blends it out. I don't have time to look like a Kardashian every day of the week. So instead we just put a little bit on and use it to attempt to cover up some of my dark circles. However, if I really want to cover my dark circles, what I need to do is sacrifice my firstborn child. I'm in no way good at doing my makeup. I do the same makeup every day, and it's a real everyday like makeup. I sometimes find myself in a beauty YouTube hole where I'm watching YouTubers, or BeauTubers rather, or beauty gurus, whatever you want to call them. And they're like, hey, what's up guys? Today we're doing an everyday makeup look, because they are always American and they always have that voice. And their everyday makeup look is literally like a dark blue smoky eye with winged eyeliner and like red lipstick and full contour. And it takes them 45 minutes to do, and they use 8 different colors on their eyes. And I'm like, yeah, sure, that's an everyday makeup for you who sits in front of a camera for 9 hours a day. But for your average pleb like me that works in a cafe, I can't wear that. I also don't want to spend 45 minutes doing my makeup in the morning, so I'd rather sleep. I'm not going to powder my face just yet. I am just going to pop some blush on. This blush, I don't even know what it's called. I've had it for years, but it's like a pinky toned blush. And I'm going to focus it just here because having blush just here rather than blending all the way back actually makes your face look smaller and accentuates a V shape without contouring. We're not contouring today. Once again, don't have time to look like a Kardashian. Again, it's really sheer, so you probably can't see it very well on camera. I'm really into a natural look at the moment. I don't like looking like I'm wearing loads of makeup. So, I mean, you can kind of see it. There's like a hint of colour on my face. And then in true e-girl fashion, I also put some just on the end of my nose to just warm my face up in general. Because, again, I'm not using a bronzer or a contour. So, ta-da! I do my makeup in a really weird order. I don't do my makeup in the same order every day. I kind of like chop and change. So we're going to be doing my eyebrows next. We're using, this palette's really gross, don't judge me. It's like the only palette that I have. But I'm going to be using this color here from my W7 Berry palette. I don't know what it's called. I got it out of Savers. It was dead cheap. And I'm going to be using that brown color to do my eyebrows. And my eyebrows, do you remember on YouTube when everyone used to say, eyebrows are sisters, not twins? Well, my eyebrows are adopted. They look nothing like one another. This eyebrow here, which I've started to fill in, has a really nice shape. It's got a really nice arch. This one looks like I tried to cut it with a lawnmower. I do remember not too long ago, there are definitely a few videos of me on my channel looking like this, where I was really into like a straight brow. But my eyebrows don't do that. My eyebrows are arched. So I would fill this bit in and fill this bit in on the top. And I actually looked a hot mess. I don't know why anyone let me go out in public like that, let alone post anything on the internet. Okay, I think that is as good as they are going to get. So I'm just going to quickly blend that out with a spoolie brush or the spoolie end of my eyeliner. Well done, Ash. I will blend them out off screen because I have to go and get my spoolie brush. And then we're going to do our eye makeup. I'm using my Etude House Blend for Eyes Quad, and this brush, I only use one brush because I'm not a beauty guru. And we're gonna start with this like tan color here, and it's gonna go all over my eyes as a base and a crease color and a transition shade. I'm also just going to take it under my eye slightly as well to give me a little bit more definition. I look insane on camera. For some reason, the camera is registering that color as a really dark brown on my skin, or like a lot darker than it is on my skin. And same again, I'm just going to take it under my lower lash line as well. There we go. Now, I don't really tend to care if my eyeshadow is even or not, because why does it look so much darker on one side? What is going on? Bear with me, I need to fix this. So for whatever reason, it looks a lot darker on this side than it does on this side. It doesn't look like that in real life. It looks even in real life. I don't really care if my eyeshadow looks messy or not, because I'm just gonna go and clean it up with a makeup sponge later. So from here, with our base, crease, and transition shade all being exactly the same, we're going to take that same brush, and using the same color from the same palette that I used on my eyebrows, I'm just going to go in the outer corner of my eye and kind of darken it up a little bit. I'm just going to really quickly powder the center of my face because I don't like that looking too shiny, although I am literally going to go and whack a load of highlighter on it as well. This also helps to like blend the blush in if you've gone a bit overboard on the blush. So there we go. I don't look too shiny now, but I'm about to go and put some extra shiny on. This highlighter is an Estate highlighter. It's purple, but it doesn't really read as purple. It just reads as shiny. And I kind of really like it. I got it from my mum. She got it in a Birch box, but she didn't really like it. So I got it. And I do. It's like my go-to highlighter. Just make sure I don't look greasy. Which I don't. Hooray! She glowing. Now, I do still look a bit bonkers because I don't have any eyelashes at the moment. So we're going to put some mascara on. This is the same Mule Perfect Curling Mascara. It's another K-Beauty product. It has a really like thick wand, and I'm not going to attempt to put this on in the camera viewfinder. I am going to use a mirror because otherwise I'd lose an eye. And the final step of my makeup routine is lipstick. I really don't feel like a look is complete without something on your lips, so I'm just going to take off any of that excess lip balm. I use 2 products for my lips. I use a MAC Retro Matte lipstick in the shade Ruby Woo, which I see a lot of people really love. I use this as a base shade because I like to do a gradient lip. So this is my base shade. And then my second product is the Rimmel London Stay Satin Liquid Lip Color. And I use this just in the very center of my lips. So let's do this. So I take my base shade and just whack it on like so. It doesn't need to be neat because we're gonna blend, and blending saves everything. You'll have to forgive me if this video is blurry because I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see. And then we're gonna take a trusty cotton bud and blend it out. So to just finish off this gradient, we're gonna take the Rimmel London Stay Satin. This is in the shade Radical. And we're just going to pop this, a tiny little dot, right in the very center of each lip. Like so. And using the other end of that cotton bud, we're going to blend this out as well. Although you want to keep this more central, you don't want to blend this over the full length of your lip. Why am I doing this like a tutorial? No one is going to watch this like a tutorial. And there you go. You can see that that just really accentuates the gradient. And it means you have some color on your face without it being too unnatural. She says as she has pink hair. We're just going to finish this off with my setting spray. This is the Body Shop Vitamin C Energizing Face Mist. You can use this to set makeup, or you can use it to just refresh your face throughout the day. If your makeup's looking a little dry, like I know sometimes, not on my skin because my skin is disgustingly oily, but I know sometimes like foundation can dry out and look flaky. If you pop this on, it rehydrates it and re-emulsifies it and makes it a little bit easier to just like touch up. So I'm going to be using this. Again, it has vitamin C, so it's really good at brightening dark spots. Doesn't do anything for dark circles. Nothing is going to fix my dark circles. They are there permanently. And this smells really nice as well. It doesn't smell too overpowering. It doesn't smell like you've just dunked your face in orange juice. It's quite a light, citrusy smell. I'm really bad at describing scents. So the last thing I need to do to get ready is I need to sort my hair out. I was going to put my hair up, but I actually cannot be bothered with that at the moment. So instead, should I just leave it like this? I'm probably just going to straighten it, to be honest with you. It's in such bad condition at the moment as well. Like, you probably can't see because I put conditioner on it this morning, but the ends here are like straw because I bleached my hair and then I bleached my hair again and then I used a permanent purple hair dye on it, which actually is reading more pink on camera. And then last week it read as red and the week before it read as a really dark red. It is actually supposed to be purple, I promise. So what is going on? Well, that looks awful. That looks just so greasy. My hair is clean, I promise. I look like an e-girl. You know, like those TikTok e-girls that you get? Why do I spend my life on TikTok? Is it because BTS are on there? I feel like it's because BTS are on there. So we're just going to really quickly straighten the very ends of my hair. Again, because I cannot be bothered to do it properly. And you can see here where it's really flicky. This will just not go away. Or I'll straighten it and then I'll go outside and it'll be back almost immediately. My hair hates me. It's like, please don't straighten me. I need moisture. And then for my fringe, I try my hardest to not have like a really blunt, blocky fringe, but The way my hair sits, it's almost impossible to achieve that. So please stop going blurry. So what I do is I take just like this tiny little bit here and kind of curl it a little bit and then just play around with it until it looks nice, which it never does, to be honest with you. My camera has as much trouble staying focused as I do. That is probably as good as I am gonna get today. I have to leave for work in just under an hour, and as I said at the top of the video, I'm filming this on the day that it's supposed to go out, which means this video will probably be late. Sorry. I need to start saying that I put videos out every Friday/Saturday so that people don't get really annoyed when there's no video on a Friday. Anyway, that was my everyday skincare routine / everyday makeup routine / watch me fry my hair with a hair straightener routine. It was a get ready with me, basically, because I've run dry of all creativity and now I'm just doing the same as everybody else. Woo. I'm still really bad at ending my YouTube videos, so if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, give me a like because your girl's trying to get YouTube famous, and maybe give me a comment as well. That would be really handy too. It's always nice to chat to you guys. Yeah, that's the end of the video. Bye!